Understanding your credit card monthly statement. The card issuer will send you a monthly statement detailing all the purchases you have made with the card during the month. It is important to check your monthly statement and inform the card issuer if there are any discrepancies. Take note of the dates in your monthly statement and what the various charges mean. Statement date. This is the date the statement was issued. All transactions recorded between this statement date and the last statement date will appear in the statement. Payment due date. This is the date by which you should pay your credit card bill without incurring a late payment charge. You have the option to pay the bill in full or make a partial payment subject to a minimum sum. Amount due. This amount denotes the outstanding balance you charged to your credit card. If you pay up your credit card bill in full, you will enjoy interest-free use of credit for your purchases. If you make only a partial payment, you will incur interest charges on the outstanding balance. Minimum sum. You can pay a minimum sum, which is usually 3 to 5% of the outstanding balance, or $50, whichever is higher. If you cannot pay the bill in full, you should at least pay the minimum sum by payment due date and roll over the balance. Take note that when that happens, you lose your entitlement to interest-free credit for your current purchases, as well as all subsequent purchases. Late payment charge. If full or partial payment is not made by the payment due date, a late payment charge will be levied by the card issuer. Interest charge or finance charge. If the outstanding balance is not paid in full by payment due date, you will be charged an interest on current purchases as well as all subsequent purchases. Interest is calculated based on your daily outstanding balances at the rate of 0.066% per day from the date each transaction was effected, or the statement date, depending on the practices of the card issuer. New purchases made after the statement date will also attract interest immediately. For cash advances, interest will be charged from the day the withdrawal takes place. Transactions in foreign currency. Transaction charges in a foreign currency will be converted to Singapore dollars in your statement. The foreign exchange rates used to convert these transactions into local currency may vary day to day and from bank to bank. The card issuer should explain the method of applying the exchange rate to foreign currency transactions and other fees and charges. This is usually in the form of an explanatory note printed at the back of the credit card statement. Other fees and charges. Annual fee. This is the membership fee which you have to pay for the use of the card. You can negotiate with the card issuer to waive this fee when due. Cash advance fee. This is the fee charged for every cash advance obtained by using the credit card. It normally ranges from 3 to 6% of the amount advanced, subject to a minimum amount. Note that this is in addition to the interest charged on the amount advanced, which is calculated from the day of the advance.